Okay, here we are with week 8 of the VDL, the final week. We are taking on AP, and this is a very important match as it matters for playoffs here. He brings Goldango, Garchomp, Keldeo, Terra Fairy, Iron Thorns, Moltres, and Serena. Kind of shocked to see a few of these things. I'm surprised not to see Weavile and Galarian Weezing. No matter what, though, I know that I am leading Heatran here with our air balloon to get rocks up. Serena is also kind of a little bit surprising, I won't lie, but not a big deal. Okay. I like Comfey this week a lot with Terra Ground. The only thing that resists is Moltres, but I have quite a few options to get rid of it. Let me write down that he is Terra Fairy on this Iron Thorns. And yeah, I want to say probably lead Chomp. Nope, lead Thorn. Okay. So we are on our air balloon, and he is Terra Fairy, so Steel Beam is going to do a ton of damage if he decides to go for Terra, which he honestly should. He has to fear a Earth Power. So we're going to get our rocks up here. And he actually just swaps. Okay, so we get free Stealth Rocks here. And what is this that comes out? Keldeo. Okay, so we get rocks up, and I'm actually just going to preserve Heatran. It's pretty good. It swaps down Serena decently. Aside from high jump kick. Okay, Keldeo was not something that I, really prepped for. I didn't think it was coming this week, at all. So, I think I can just pretty freely go Latios here, though, and I don't have to worry about too much. An Icy Wind would kind of suck, but I would still actually be faster with my Choice Scarf. He could just flip turn as well, maybe Calm Mind, but, Psyshock would be a threat to him. I don't have it, but he doesn't know that. So, yeah, just flip turns, that's fine. Okay. So, we have flip turn. What are we going out into here? He might go Serena, try to get rid of rocks. Goes Goldango. Okay. So we are just going to flip turn out into our Mandibuzz here. We are Choice Scarf, so we're always faster. And Latios into Goldango. Yeah, so that's... that could just be offensive. I feel like he would run a bulky set, though, because that's just, typical. But we go Mandibuzz here. This is our dedicated swap. We're running Snarl, so we don't have to worry about Nasty Plot. It screams. Okay. So I can't defog in front of it here, so... Is Snarl my play? He has a few special attackers. What would his swap into this be? Iron Thorns, maybe? I could alternatively U-turn here and go out into something like Heatran. Yeah, I'm going to U-turn. I don't think he wants to take a knockoff from me. So, Light Screen. And so I'm going to assume it's Light Clay then as well. So I have to remember that Light Screen is currently up. So we see Iron Thorns come back out. Okay. I can go Heatran, but I don't know if that's my favorite thing in the world. I could go Donphan, but again, I'm not sold on that. How much is Iron Thorns? Terra Fairy. Taking from Donphan. He's not doing much back. So, I don't hate this. Heatran can always take one, though. So, yeah, I kind of like Heatran more here, I'm not gonna lie. I want to keep Donphan a little bit healthier. he just shows leftovers. Okay. Alright, so... how much do I do with Steel Beam if he goes Terra Fairy? Heatran. I just obliterated. I could also just Flamethrower twice. He can't Dragon Dance here because of my Air Balloon. So I'll Flamethrower. Okay, he does Terra. We are modest, so there is a chance he could be faster if he's running a Jolly Nature on this thing. Okay, so we're faster. Oh, it does, like, nothing. Oh, but we get a burn! Huge! Okay, and he just goes for a Terra Blast. This is going to bounce off of us. Does break the Air Balloon, though. I am sorry about that burn, AP. I'm happy about it, don't get me wrong, but I am sorry. I know that sucks. Okay, so... I could just click Steel Beam, but I also don't really see a reason to let this, like, get chunked down. If it's burned, right? Burn, Earthquake, Air Balloon popped. It's still doing a lot. So I will just Steel Beam here to yeah, take it out. Why not? Okay. So Heatran picks up the first KO of the match. Heatran KOs Iron Thorns. Alright, that's going to take half our health. That's fine, though, because we just go for another one on the following turn, and nothing can really, like, set up on us too much. Okay, so we see Garchomp come out here. So, Garchomp... I will just Steel Beam again. Like, he has to KO me. He can't let me just click this freely, because it does 68 to 80. And I do have enough speed to outspeed a low-speed Garchomp. No, he's got investment on there. Okay. That is totally fine. Garchomp KOs Heatran. Alright, I feel like this is just a bundle angle, right? Oh, he still has light screen up, though. I need to be keeping that in mind. I still think it's a bundle angle, nonetheless. I can also try to go Comfey here, but I don't think that's the play. Maybe. How did I EV my Comfey? I don't even remember. Oh, I'm speedy on here. Okay. Just a little bit of bulk, Okay. So, like, Garchomp into Comfey. Let's make this more offensive Chomp. And if I go Terra... yeah, not really great, so I will go into Bundle here, which is just kind of pretty safe. I need to look how many turns of Light Screen are left. I kind of forgot about that. Okay, they still have 3 turns here of Light Screen. Iron Bundle now. It does KO Garchomp here, so we don't have to worry too much. Trying to think, because Goldango probably wants to come out here. So I kind of want to double out into Donphan here. That just makes sense to me. I'm going to do that. Because I don't have, like, U-turn or anything. So we swap first, but we are faster, so that makes sense. And if he's Yachi here, that's fine. I am going to scout it. Okay, so he does swap. And there's Goldango. Okay. So, what do I want to do now? I can try to predict a Moltres and Ice Spinner. I can also just knock off and remove an item from something, which I think is actually probably the most value here. Because if I get rid of like heavy duty boots, it pressures Moltres a lot more because of stealth rocks. So yeah, I'm gonna knock off. I'm protective pad, so I don't take any form of like burn. All right, what's coming out here? This is Serena. Okay, and we get rid of protective pads. All right. I'm trying to think here, because I always take one hit. I feel like I do still need this though for Goldango. I don't want to just rapid spin for free, though. How much is Ice Spinner doing to this? It's probably KOing, if I had to guess, considering it took so much from the knockoff. Yeah, I'm going to Ice Spinner. I'm just going to let this go. I don't really have anything that I want to swap in. And he just chooses to rapid spin, so we're going to knock out Serena in exchange for our Stealth Rocks, which I will take that. Okay, yep, we get rid of it. Alright. Donphan kills Serena. I always have to look how to spell that Pokemon's name. I'll never remember. Alright, we see Keldeo here, which I'm still a little worried about this Pokemon, not gonna lie, but I think Latios is still the swap we make here. And then the light screen should end this turn, if it hasn't already. I've known it's been up, I just haven't been watching for it. Okay, so Keldeo and Latios. Alright, Draco is doing a lot here. If he swaps Goldango, he pretty much has to click Recover, which allows me to go into Donphan. Let me make sure that the late screen is gone. It is, okay. Alternatively, I flip turn. But I feel like dropping a Draco just gives us a ton. He doesn't do anything, though. He has to swap. So, I'm going to Shadow Ball here. He could flip turn, though. But he has to fear a Psychic. I'm going to Shadow Ball. Alright, he hard swaps. Let's see. I think this is it. This is Goldango. Okay, so we're going to get a big Shadow Ball off here. And he doesn't have, like, a resist or anything to come in, like, too easily. Huge, Latios, huge. Okay, so he doubles out, wants to keep that up. I'm going to write down that thing's at, like, 25%. Alright, Moltres. Alright, Moltres is taking about 20 from that. What can I find out from that? So it's a specially defensive Moltres. Like max. I think I pivot out through Mandibuzz here. And then we'll just U-turn out. Alright, that's what he chooses to do as well. This isn't bad, though, for us. Like, the worst thing is Garchomp, but I can take the hit and swap, and I have many responses. Okay. How much am I doing Mandibuzz into Goldango? Snarls just don't do enough damage here. And I know it's not like a boosting set, so I'm not like super worried. So I will just go Donphan here. Yeah, we'll go Donphan. He's just gonna recover. I could have U-turned, I guess, but it's really not a big deal. Alright, either goes Keldeo or Moltres here. I don't want to click Smackdown and then Keldeo come out, so... Because if Moltres comes out, I handle that better. So, I'm gonna Earthquake here. What do we got? Okay, so Moltres. So Donphan into Moltres. Alright, we're always taking a hit here, and Smackdown doesn't feel good. So we'll go for that. And then from there, we free Earthquake afterwards. Alright, he's going for a burn here. Let's go, Donphan. Alright, now he has no Earthquake switch in, and I should take a Flamethrower, because I don't think he has any special attack on here. I've gotten very lucky in this battle. I am not going to not acknowledge that. Getting a burn on Flamethrower, and then not getting one there. Him not getting one on Scorching Sands. Like, I'm definitely acknowledging that. It's an important match, though. We both need this to make finals. So I'll take whatever I can get. Okay, so Keldeo comes out, takes just so much damage. So we have Moltres sitting at, like, 25%. We've got Keldeo sitting at about 40%. Okay. I'm going to go Latios here. Even if he flip turns, it's fine. I'm faster than everything, and I can KO whatever. What's he go for here? Alright, so we just see flip turn here. So I didn't write down Surf earlier when we saw that. And this is Goldengo. Okay. So, I don't think a Shadow Ball would KO from this range. Latios into Goldengo. No, it definitely would not. So, I'll flip turn here. And I will go out into Mandibuzz and then U-turn. This is still very close. I had this marked down at the wrong HP. I had it marked at 25. It's at like 70. Okay, so he sets up Reflect. Alright, I'm gonna click a Snarl here. Because I kind of want to just burn turns of screens, especially if he gets late screen up this turn. And then if Keldeo comes out, being at -1 is always really good. Okay, so there's late screen. So yeah, we're just going to try to stall turns then. Yep, so we'll just Snarl again. If Garchomp comes out, it's really not a big deal because I still KO with Bundle behind the light screen. So he does swap here. And I believe this is Garchomp. Okay. Alrighty, alrighty. So, I'm gonna choose here to actually defog to get rid of the screens, especially because I have Comfey in the back. He swords dances. Okay. There go his screens. Scale shot could be scary here. Scale shot could be very, very scary. Actually, it's not, because I have Latios, who's faster. So, I'm just going to U-turn and take this hit. I have so many checks to this. Alright, he goes sub. Okay. I have to decide what I want to do first here. Because all three of these can work here. And I feel like Comfey is the first one that's going to go. I think I'm going to use Comfey to break the sub. Because it's still resisted by Goldango and Moltres, which makes it really hard to do anything. As to where Latios still has a lot of pressure that it can apply with its Scarf, and I could really use that. So I'm gonna use Comfey here. I'm gonna do that. So we will just Draining Kiss here to break the sub. KOs us with the Earthquake. Okay. So, Garchomp KOs Comfey. Alright. So, I can go out into Latios here. And I can click Draco. I did click defog on this, so it's not. I'm not gonna miss or anything. He's at -1 evasion, so we Draco. He does save this, and I knew that was a chance, but I didn't want to risk it. I could not. All right, so he sacks Moltres here. Okay, so Latios KOs Moltres. We're still up a sack, which is really good. Keldeo comes out here. Latios into Keldeo at -2. I think I always KO this. I think I always KO you. I'm gonna go for it. Oh wow, not even close. Okay, I'm gonna go Mandibuzz here, just as a pivot. This Keldeo's sitting at like 25. Alright, he swaps as well. Into Goldango. Alright, and then I'm gonna go whatever screen he doesn't set up. Like if he sets up a Reflect here, I'll go Latios. If he sets up a late screen, I'll go. Alright, so I'm gonna go Donphan. This game's got me a little nervous still, man. Okay. So we go Donphan, and we click Earthquake here. I didn't actually look and see if I take a hit from the health I'm at. I'm assuming I do, because he's... Okay, he sets up a reflect, so... Oh, and just barely hangs on. Alright, I'm just gonna go for another Earthquake here. Alright, I don't think he KOs me with this. Alright, we live. And we knock out Full Dango. Okay. Alright, alright. Donphan KOs Full Dango. So that just leaves Garchomp and Keldeo. Alright, we see Garchomp come out here. I am just going to Ice Spinner. I can't die to Rough Skin or anything because I'm pads. Oh my goodness. AP, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I mean, I have Latios in the back, but I'm so sorry. Garchomp KOs Donphan. Alright, and so that puts him in... luckily that puts him in range to where I don't have to Draco. I can just click, Sphere or Shadow Ball. Garchomp. Alright, so we'll just Aura Sphere here. Latios KOs Garchomp. Alright, and so then just Keldeo. I think that crit might have mattered there at the end too, on the Garchomp. Keldeo KOs Latios. I feel really bad. I got way too many hacks in this game. Holy shit. Iron Bundle KOs Keldeo. Alright, well GG's to AP. I'm so sorry, man. There was a little bit too many hacks in that game. I know like midway through I acknowledged it and I was like, you know, it is what it is, I want to win, but I feel bad. That got kinda out of hand there at the end. But it's the game we play. That does, I think, move us to playoffs somehow, some way with this god-awful team that I am piloting. If you don't see another video, we didn't make it. It could come down to a differential thing. I don't really know for sure. But if you enjoyed, drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all later. Peace.